that happening today. Remote learning begins for public school students here in the city.
Meanwhile, teachers continue to voice concerns about in-person instruction starting Monday. CBS News' John Diaz joins us live from outside PS 63 on the Lower East Side this morning. John?
Yeah, good morning, Chris. Good morning, Mary. And for just like how, the last year's school year ended, it will begin the same way with remote learning. However, though, for 42%, though, of the New York City public school children, though, it will remain that way, though, for the foreseeable future, because their parents opting out of having their children return back to in-person learning.
I want to think that I don't have COVID, but I won't know until I get that test back.
Sari Rosenberg was among a handful of teachers abruptly sent home from the High School for Environmental Studies in Hell's Kitchen this week after a possible COVID exposure from a colleague with symptoms.
There's going to be some sacrifices made. The one sacrifice I don't think anyone should be making is their health.
With only a few days until in-person classes start, that's the overwhelming sentiment from teachers. Some were in tears as they took us through their classroom on the Lower East Side.
I am really nervous, and I know my family is nervous.
During our exclusive look at PS 63, we saw various issues with windows, including some that were broken. Teachers are worried about a lack of ventilation inside. Outside, educators protest, demanding the city opt to go fully remote. The mayor insists problems raised about individual classrooms are being resolved.
There's one building I know of that is going to need alternative sites. That's the MLK building in Manhattan. Everything else is moving forward.
The Department of Education is shutting down PS 139 in Brooklyn for 24 hours after a second positive case in 7 days. One of the union's biggest gripes has been the city's failure to deliver test results within the promised 1 to 2 days. The city addressed that Tuesday.
98% of all of the teachers that have gotten tested at our prioritized sites have had a test result back within 48 hours.
Until Rosenberg gets her results, she's moving ahead with lesson plans from home. A U.S. history teacher anxious for the virus to be a thing of the past.
It's terrifying. I'm concerned about when more kids come into the building, what might happen.
And a live look back here in front of PS 63 from the Lower East Side. You can see that the signs are still being hung up here in front of the public school, like this one, remote until it's safe. Meanwhile, we are told that the school's chancellor, Richard Carranza, does plan on joining with Mayor Bill de Blasio later on this morning at his daily briefing yet again. Of course, no doubt they will be discussing all this, so we'll keep you updated. But for now, we are live this morning from the Lower East Side. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
All right, John, thanks.